Okay, students, good morning. Nice to meet you again. Today, we meet again on Mem's Eka lessons, that is about listening comprehension lesson. For last week material, we finished to discuss about content and structure. But on the fourth meeting today, we still continue, but we focus only on structure of a speech. Then here is time for you to do more practice. I will try to give you some exercises related to the structure of speech. You are going to choose from the audio that I deliver, and then which one is opening, which one is body, and which one is conclusion of a speech. Or you are going to identify by using another words from the structure of a speech. You are going to identify from hook, and then secondly point, and then the third closing to action. Both of them are the same because both of them are parts of a speech. Yeah, so you just try to choose which one is suitable with the audio. There are so many audio I deliver to you after this, and then you may check and do the practice. Good luck for all of you, and then do your best. Listen carefully, and then please, you have to put comments for the answer from the audio, only number 1 up to 5. Okay, 1 up to 5. So you have to write down the answers based on the structure of a speech, and then which one is opening, body, or conclusion for a speech. Only number 1 up to number 5. And how about the others? The others will be done in a Google Classroom. So you have to choose the point on the link of a Google Classroom that I put on the description of the video. So you can click the link and then do the exercises and listen to the audio after my explanation. Okay, good luck for all of you. Nice learning, and listen.
Before I close my speech, I hope we can follow the spirit of our patriot. We do not need to fight for our independence, we just have to continue their fight by building our nation. We are the next leader of our nation. Thank you for your kind attention and for the occasion for me. I also apologize for my mistake in delivering my speech. Good morning.
Environmental problems are not only limited to plants. If we are sensitive, many fauna or animals lose their habitat. Humans seize their place of residence, so that animals have difficulty getting a place to live again. Not infrequently, animals that cannot get a house will attack humans in order to get food.
At the end of my speech, I want to deliver my sincere gratitude to all my teachers and the school principal. I also deliver my apologies. For all my friends, I hope we can be still friends like what we have during the school day. Thank you for all the good day in the school. I am sorry for any word or attitude unpleasing your heart, and to God I beg forgiveness. Good afternoon.
Ladies and gentlemen, today, November 10th, we must know that our predecessors had fought and sacrificed their whole body and soul to drive the invaders out of our land, Indonesia. They valiantly fought against the Allied forces that continued to bombarded Surabaya land, sea and air. But their determination was never loosed, and they still dared to fight for this nation's dignity. Even though they were outnumbered, didn't have enough weaponry, but they remain united in order to reach the goal of the independence of Indonesia.
The messenger of Allah as a good role model has exemplified the noble character that must be applied by every Muslim. Every apostle's habits have nothing to harm, so we must exemplify the habits and nature of the Prophet. Our daily lives should not be far from Islamic values, from waking up to going to sleep again. In fact, the procedure for going to the bathroom, wearing clothes, even drinking and eating was arranged. It turns out that the beautiful value of Islam is not only regulated for individuals, but also in social life. For example, in neighboring lives, we are obliged to maintain good relations.
Ladies and gentlemen, before I start, what is the first thing we see and hear? Yes, the first thing we see is scattered trash everywhere. Isn't this kind of thing disturb our view? Even though we all know that garbage is the source of disaster. Garbage can cause disease through the air we breathe. Imagine if every day we breathe the polluted air produced by those garbages. Of course, this is very dangerous for all of us.
If the education of the people is left behind, then the population will experience difficulties in adapting and facing pressure from the outside world. Therefore, it is not surprising that the government holds many programs to support the progress of education in Indonesia, one of which is by allocating large amounts of funds, so the dropout rate can be reduced and more students can get the right to education. Actually, education can not only be obtained at school. Even outside of school we can use technology to access education.
Have we ever realized why do the entrepreneurs have bigger body compared with the employees? It is still a mystery to me, why can it happen? But after I find out and asked my businessmen friends, it turned out it is none other than it is because everything entrepreneurs do is sleeping. They don't need to work because money is working for them. Meanwhile, the employees should work all day and drain their time and energy. As a result, they become thinner. Therefore, through this short speech, I will convey how important it is to grow the entrepreneur spirit within us. So that later we can become a successful person and have a fatty stomach also, of course.
This is our last time in the school. I want to thank you to all my teachers in this school. I also represent all the third students want to express our tons of apologizing for all the troubles we make to the principal and all the teacher. I hope we can be a big family for the future. This is the end of my speech. Thank you for your attention. I apologize for any words may offend you. Good morning and best wishes.
Oh youths, how are you guys? I'm sure you're all in good health. Before I start, have you guys know me already? There is a saying that if you don't know a person, how can you love that person? Therefore, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Muhammad Aji Setia Salalu Untukmu, you can call me Aji. I was born on February 9, 1997 in Makassar. Right now, I'm working on my own business and farming catfish. Do you guys want to be an entrepreneur like me? If so, in this opportunity I will tell you some of my bitter experiences in building a business. Hopefully, you will later be motivated when pursuing this field.
So, Let's us avoid and stay away and together with all the elements of our nation wipe out the drugs. Let's protect our generation from the invasion of drugs. That's all my speech today. Thank you for your attention. I apologize to you for any word or my behave that are not proper in your heart. Good morning and best wishes.
Children under 10 years of age are the future successors of Indonesia for decades to come, so that if these children do not have good quality at this time, the quality of Indonesia in the future will also decreasing. So, how to maintain the quality of Indonesian children? Actually, we as parents or people close to children can guide him slowly and train them to learn discipline. Try to give limit time when they are using gadgets and watching television, instead make it a habit for them to read books because as we know Indonesia's reading interest is not in a high enough position. First of all, let us praise and thank the presence of Allah Almighty, for the abundance of grace and the joy of all of us can still gather in this place without any barriers at all and in good health. Not forgetting the salawat and greetings we pour out to the Prophet Muhammad who has brought us out of the dark ages to the era of bright light today, namely Islam. May we all get intercession on the end, Amen. On this occasion, allow me standing here to deliver a couple of sentence speeches that will bring us back in the glory of Indonesia.
A good way to prevent the corruption is start from our family. Thank you for your attention today. I hope you can get a good lesson for you. I am sorry for my words may offend you. The perfection is only for God. I hope what I am delivering today can make us care about our environment. Because the good environment has the good effect to our health. Thank you very much for your attention today. I am sorry for any words unpleasing you. Good afternoon.
With the rapid advancement of technology, it is not unusual for information development to make it easier for us to get something. Now we don't have to bother to get things even though it is constrained by location differences. Therefore, it is only natural that we are careful about drugs. At present, forms of drug trafficking are increasingly alarming. The main target of drug trafficking is no longer adults but children. Therefore, it is only natural that we also supervise and provide education about the importance of protecting ourselves from the dangers of drugs.
Have you ever thought about the relationship between prosperity and a fat stomach? However, I am also not sure if there is a connection. Maybe they are brother zone, friend zone, object zone, or also TTM, friend but intimate. Ha ha ha, that's pretty well. Okay, back to the topic between the fat stomach relationship and prosperity. When employees are in regular positions, they tend to be thin. When employees get into office until they become high officials, their stomachs tend to be fat. Actually, I'm also not so sure that what I just told has something to do with the speech I'm about to deliver. So why am I interested to discuss it?
"20 years have passed quickly. As an employee of Maxwell Company, I am very proud to be a part of the largest company in Indonesia. The guidance from expertise here can make me stand here until now. With a 20-year service period, now is the time for me to hand over the baton to continue the company's productivity from younger generation and new employees.
Peace be upon you, and Allah mercy and blessings. Let us give thanks to Allah because on this special opportunity, we can commemorate the kindergarten. I would like to thank the parents of the students who come and invest the times, and the beloved Muslim students who were willing to attend. Good morning, audience. Let me give a speech about the environment so that we can reap many lessons. As we know, The environmental conditions that we live today are very different from the environment several decades ago. In the past, we could easily find trees. Now the land containing plants has been replaced with housing.
Presumably enough up here a little speech that I can say. For all the mistakes and said words are less willing hearts in your heart, both of which I intentionally or not, I apologize profusely.
Actually, the purpose of Mother's Day commemoration is to recall mother's services which are sometimes overlooked. Every day, my mother prepares breakfast, takes care of household needs, and is even willing to put aside her career just for the sake of the family. However, we often overlook the great role of mothers by rejecting their requests. Even we often complain. If you ask for help to buy something, you reject and make excuses, even though when you are sick, your mother sincerely takes care of us. Maternal sacrifice should be remembered every day and not only on Mother's Day. The rainy season will arrive soon. If we do not clean our environment from now on, I am worried that an epidemic disease will spread. Begin to clean the surrounding environment from your own home, then walk in front of the house, then to the neighborhood. By maintaining cleanliness, we indirectly also maintain health and look after our loved ones.
Good morning. On this happy occasion, I want to deliver a speech about education. As we know, education plays an important role for the progress of a nation. If the education of the people is left behind, then the population will experience difficulties in adapting and facing pressure from the outside world. If Indonesian students are diligent in reading, it is not impossible if we can compete on the international stage. A few speeches that I can convey about the importance of education for children. I apologize if there is a wrong word in the delivery process.
Okay, Shin, how about your listening? Do you enjoy the listening? I hope that you can do the practice well. Okay, this is for our lesson and this is for our learning today. Thank you very much for your attention and see you again next week with Memika in a listening comprehension with different material. Thank you very much. See you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.